Welcome back. We're here at a beautiful Chippers property, and joining me now is Monica Collise. She is the Garden Division Manager. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Lynn.
You get to play with flowers.
I do all the time.
That is so much fun.
It is.
Well, good. Let's talk about how flowers really enhance a landscape, and they're important.
They are, and it's not just flowers that enhance the landscape. It's different varieties of shrubs and ferns, and any kind of greenery really makes a big difference in the landscape. And what I like to do and what I love to do best is to take old gardens that nobody's touched in a really long time and revive them and bring them back to their glory state.
I bet you find some nice old perennials in there too.
I do, and you occasionally find gems of plants that you didn't expect to find there that turn themselves up as you dig things out and move them around.
They're hiding under a more aggressive variety or something. Great. Well, and everybody likes the flower part, but let's talk about the prep and the cleanup, because no one likes to do that, but that's something Chippers does.
It does, and it's actually really important. Your beginning is what makes your full season. So if you don't take the time to clean things out, cut down overwintered perennials, add organic pro-grow, fertilizer to things, and then either mulch or compost depending on what kind of site you have, it makes a big difference. And if you don't do things like that, it's harder to maintain later in the season, and it's also harder to keep it maintained as the years go on in the garden.
I can see that. But that's just like cooking, the hardest work is in the prep and the cleanup, isn't it? But that's the yucky part nobody likes to do. You mentioned the pro-grow. Let's talk about organic gardening, because that's one of Chippers' specialties too.
Yeah, we don't put any pesticides on our gardens.
Awesome.
We try to amend the soil. When we do soil tests, we send them in to try to figure out what it is, and when we add fertilizers, we make sure they're just mineral based as opposed to actual chemicals. And a lot of times we can just add things like kelp or compost is a big one that we use, that it's easy to add and it doesn't do any detriment to the soil.
That's super. Well, and so many of us have wells here. We have to remember that eventually goes down into our wells. That's really great. That's a wonderful thing. Let's talk a little bit about container design.
Yes.
Because nothing is better than a great looking container.
Yeah. This time of year, a lot of my time is spent with containers and annuals. And it's really fun because there's kind of, after Memorial Day, there's a mass exodus from the greenhouse of all of our annual containers that go to various sites and also to colleges in the area.
That's nice. You provide the containers as well.
We do. We provide the containers. Some of them are on-site and require on-site planting. Some of them we build in the greenhouse and then deliver to the site. It really depends on the client's needs and what it is they're looking for in terms of colors. The nice thing about annual containers is you can change them. So they don't have to be the same from year to year. They can be something totally different every time.
Right, a whole new color scheme.
Exactly, and it doesn't even have to last the full season. You can do an early spring container, you can do a season container, and then you can do a fall container, which would be more mums and asters and ornamentals like that. And then you can also do winter containers, which we do.
Wow. Yes, that's nice. It can get bleak over the winter, it's nice to have a little outdoor
greenery.
sculpture.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about event preparation that you can do as well.
So we do occasionally do event preparation. A lot of it tends to be holiday decorating, which tends to include garlands, arrangements, and kind of different kinds of ornaments to enhance the interior landscape for the winter. But we also do exterior winter green arrangements in containers that people originally had.
Yeah, that's something I didn't know about Chippers. I think that's a wonderful addition to your services.
It's something relatively new. We've only really done it for the past maybe year or so, but we're definitely looking to expand it. It's a lot of fun for me.
Super. Well, you've got one of the prettiest websites around. We've got that information up on the screen for people to take a look, or give a call to the office and talk to some friendly folks like yourself.
Definitely.
Thanks for all your advice today.
Thank you.
Take care.